Hey guys, I'm Justin Davis from Drone Camps RC. We're an official DJI dealer in the United States. And today we wanted to show you something that we found on the internet and in the forums. They've been on there for the last 6 months or so. It's called the DJI Phantom Fix. Now, the one we're going to show you is called the Phantom Fix 2. It's a modified version of the previous one. The previous one would actually clip onto the gimbal itself on the Vision Plus and had a little piece of sticky tape on the back. These guys have done a great job with this and helped out a lot of people, adding extra strength to the durability of their gimbal. So this second version is really nice because it actually screws into the back and it's a lot nicer made. So we're going to go ahead and show you now how that's going to benefit your copter for around $20 on their website. It's DJIPhantomFix.com. This is not an advertisement from us, nor were we paid to do it. So this is just strictly for our customers and their benefit. So let's go ahead now and take a look at the product. Okay guys, so this is what you're going to get in the mail when you order this. You're going to get a nice instruction sheet. They've included a few pictures on here to help us out. Much better instruction sheet than the first one they did. And you're also going to get a couple zip ties in there. And this is what you're going to get here. This little piece of foam. It has a piece of tape around it. You just take that off, unwrap that, and you'll see the Phantom Fix bracket inside. So seems to be very well machined. It even has spots in the back that are dropped down inside for the bevel of the screw to be flush with the top of the bracket. Very nice, very well done. And there's also 3 screws in here. One is a different size, one is a little bit smaller. And when you go to put this on, the only thing you need to have handy is number 0 screwdriver. So it's going to be a Phillips head number 0. So let's go ahead and get started and show you how easy this is to put on there. So now that we have the Phantom in the correct position for the installation, let's go ahead and check out how the bracket slides over the back and around the front. So it looks like it lines up pretty well. If I turn it to the side, you'll be able to see how it goes. It comes around the front of the motor. And this is going to give it a lot more stability in a bump or a crash. So what we're trying to achieve here is we're trying to keep this from separating when there's a bit of an extreme bump on the gimbal or the landing gear itself. So as this bracket will go on and around the side, and it'll actually keep this from separating in a nice bump. So for step 2, we're going to go ahead and get our Phillips head screwdriver. That's going to be a number 0. And we're going to go ahead and remove these screws on the back of the gimbal. You can do them in any order, it's fine. Take the first one off. And you want to save these screws in case you need to send them in for a warranty repair on your gimbal. You want to put this back on before you ship it back to DJI. Okay, here comes the second screw off. Now we got that, put that to the side. And the smaller screw at the very top, we're taking off last. We're going to set that to the side. Now each of these screws do have a tiny bit of Loctite on them. If you want to go ahead and dip the screws from DJIPhantomFix.com, if you want to go ahead and dip these screws into just a little bit of Loctite, let it dry, and then put it in. Or you can screw it in wet, that's fine. So we'll go ahead and place the bracket around the front and the rear. Remember, you got 2 sizes of bolts. The larger ones go at the bottom and the smaller one's going to go at the top. So for demonstration purposes, we're just going to go ahead and put that on there. We're going to screw that in place. Okay, just snug. We don't want to over tighten anything. Next we'll take the next screw, which will be the second large screw. We'll go ahead and put that in on the left side. and screw it down until it's snug. Don't over tighten it. Now the last and final screw is the smaller screw. So we're going to go ahead and slide that in. And this is pretty simple. We like simple. We don't like to have to take apart a bunch of different pieces and wires, and makes it more complicated. So this is really easy to do. Just 3 screws. Now you can see that it's indeed on. It's snug, and it should protect you in a bit of a bumper, a small crash with this. It'll keep this from separating from the back side of the gimbal. So this is a little brushless motor behind this bracket that holds the camera in place. So a lot of people have been having some bumps where this motor will separate and the camera will completely fall off. So this is a great addition to your Phantom Vision Plus. If you have one, we highly recommend getting one of these. Very easy to install, and that's available at DJIPhantomFix.com. Okay guys, the last and final step that you want to do before you go out and fly is you want to put back on your post or use the included zip ties. You're probably not going to get these cute little pink ones like we have here. They're just laying around the shop. You will get 2 clear ones in your pack. So put these on really loosely. You don't want to tighten them up too much because it's gonna affect the way that the gimbal's hanging. You don't want to have any tension on that. Or you can just put the included posts back on there. If you have a toolkit in your box, it should be in the toolkit in your DJI box. So go ahead and pull out a new collar and put on a couple new collars and snap those on there. You don't need 4 on the bottom, you just need 2 of these posts, and that'll secure it to the bottom. So let's go ahead and show you now how the bracket looks once it's on. Now the camera's on, and we can go ahead and move the camera up and down. That's no problem. We have plenty of clearance from this bracket. We can even go all the way down, point and shoot all the way at the ground. It doesn't come anywhere near the bracket. And even when we move the Phantom around. So very well done and very well placed and thought out. Now we'll go ahead and go back to forward. So definitely worth your time, and just a little bit of effort to add a little more strength to your Vision Plus gimbal. So that's all there is to it. Just 3 screws and you can put on your DJI Phantom Fix on the Vision Plus gimbal. Does not work on the H3 3D. Just want to remind you guys that this is available for the Vision Plus only. So thanks again for watching. I'm Justin Davis of Drone Camps RC. Please click subscribe.